We were by the cold dairy section. He said excuse me. I said that it was all good. That should have been the end of ever seeing this guy. We continued shopping, seeing him once or twice before we made it to produce. It was a Tuesday morning, hardly anyone there. He picked up a box of cereal from an end cap, turned around, and didn't even pretend to look at the box. He just stared at us. He put the box back. Then he moved to the pre-cut strawberries, and just leaned against the case, watching us. Short, maybe 5 feet 4 inches, overweight man, early 50s-ish. Then he went to the cabbage. He full-on circled us while we were in the middle counting 5 tomatoes. I am still so angry at myself for not speaking up. For not cussing him out, screaming for management, or just calling the cops to the store. What was I thinking? My husband was in the car on the phone with his mom. I knew we would be safe when we made it to my son's daddy. We went to the checkout. He went around the store and watched us from the other end of an aisle because the aisle lined up with the checkout. I didn't know he was still watching us, probably from a good 50 feet away, at least. Then my husband came in. He knew I was upset. I gave him a quick description of the creep and then told him what happened. He's the one that pointed out, that guy right there. He was just peeking his head around the corner, but it was the same navy blue hat. My husband went up the aisle next to him, came around him, and said, "Creep much?" The man said, "What? You're watching that woman and her baby? It's fucking creepy. Why can't I call out a creep like he can?" He said he scurried away like a rodent. My husband came back to us. We checked out. He went through a quicker line with a couple 12 packs of soda. We were doing the shopping for a week. I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but the man had parked his more gray than silver van 2 spots away from our car, on the side of the building. My husband hurried to get our boy in the car seat and locked the doors. He had the grocery cart next to the car. He took out his phone and took pictures of the man, his car, his license plate, and then videoed a confrontation after I begged for us just to go. I was already crying hysterically, worst case scenario after worst case scenario going through my head. I didn't tell management, although everyone who works there has always been nice to me. I didn't go to the police. I didn't report anything to anyone, because it was my fault. My husband always says that I'm too nice, and that RBF is an important skill I need to work on.